Alright. Okay. I didn't want to... No, I did want to make this video. I'm not going to say I didn't want to make this video, because I did. I'm not going to lie. I wanted somebody to eventually get me this riled up so I can make this shit. Alright. So, last night, I was in a stream, Bonkai 922 stream, and some shit went down. And I'm not talking about how I was cussing out McWhirlpool and shit like that. All that shit was a joke. We were just joking. We were texting on Skype and shit like that, talking about it. And I was like, yo, I'm just gonna jump in, talk, say fuck you guys. Just as a joke, just to entertain the people who watch the streams and shit like that. Because, let's be honest, that shit was kind of boring. But I'm talking about this. This is what happened in the stream last night. We were chilling, talking about different series, talking about things, thinking about new series, talking about just some random shit, some political stuff like that. And then for one time during the stream, we talked a little bit about One Piece. And it wasn't like we just brought it up and tried to go into it. No, somebody in the comment section asked a question. Who is the top 5 strongest characters in One Piece? And then Nostradamus went on some shit about Whitebeard's one of the strongest. And we tried to tell him, how is Whitebeard the strongest when he's dead? And no, Nostradamus, Whitebeard is not stronger than Rayleigh. I'm sorry. And then we started getting into things like the Revolutionary Army. Who was in control of that? Was Dragon the original leader of this shit? Has there been revolutionary armies through the whole time, through the Void Century? Then we started getting some other One Piece conspiracies and stuff like that. Stuff that really hasn't been talked about. And then while we were having this good discussion with at least 3 or 4 people in the stream, and people were also commenting on the video about what we were talking about, creating a discussion. And that's what live streams are for. They're for discussions. And then some of the people in the stream started being little crybaby girls. And look, I'm going to say some names, but, I just want to say, I love these people. Let's look at culprit number 1. Roxas Sword. Now, you see this guy. Look at this picture of Roxas Sword. Yeah, I mean, you already see him. He's just chilling in Australia, doing his things, hating on kangaroos, doing what he wants to do. But look, you got that giant One Piece poster behind your head. And you're going to sit there and talk about how you don't want to talk about One Piece, man? I mean, we sat there and we didn't talk about anything else. We talked about a whole bunch of shit, and then for 10 minutes, we finally start talking about One Piece. One of the main shonen series that's out right now. One of the series that comes out weekly. And then another guy named King Uber Fanboy 922 tries to come out and says, oh man, fuck Green Bit and shit like that. Like, how are you gonna say? How are you going to say, fuck Green Bit? Are you serious? Are you fucking out of your mind right now? Let's go over some things that are happening on Green Bit right now. Traffic of Law, Doflamingo, Fuji, motherfucking Tora, a fucking admiral, fucking fighting with a Shishubukai, an ex-Shishubukai. Some of the top tiers in One Piece fighting on a little ass island. You gonna tell me that's not cool? Not only that, but Doflamingo, one of the main villains of the series, is talking about how he is a celestial fucking dragon, a Tenryubito, man. And you're gonna say, that's not interesting me, man. I want to see what's happening with Luffy and the fodder at C Block, man. I mean, let's look at this. Another thing that's happened on Green Bit. Usopp, Robin, and the Dwarves. People leading a fucking civil war against Doflamingo and his people. What's going on with Norland? How does Norland come into all this story? I mean, come on, people. Honestly? You're going to sit there and tell me that you don't want to talk about this shit, and we can't even have a little discussion about it for 20 minutes? Something that's actually fun, and people in the comments actually like, and they fucking respond to it? I'm sick of these people like Hakushuku Haki, man. Hakushuku Haki has the name Hakushuku. He's got a fucking One Piece name, and he starts crying when people talk about One Piece. What the fuck is that? So you know what? I don't think I'm going to join anybody's streams anymore if I can't talk about some shit that I'm very knowledgeable in, and things that are fucking good to speculate. I mean, what can you really speculate about Naruto? Nothing. There's really nothing else you can even think about. I mean, the only thing that was really even speculated was who the fuck is Toby. And now that we know that that fool is that bitch-ass, weak-ass Mark Trick, Obito, all I want to do for Rin, oh my god, the world's not the way I want it to be. I got crushed by a boulder, but I lived somehow because my Mangekyou Sharingan, but I didn't have it at that point because I was a fucking little kid, and I just barely unlocked the regular fucking Sharingan. Oh, and people say it's a plot hole. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. Blah, 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 blah. Honestly, what the fuck, man? Seriously, just, I can't do it anymore. People who just, you know what? It's a bandwagoners. I've noticed this lately. It's a group of bandwagoners jumping on the hate One Piece shit. I mean, how are you gonna hate a series that has one of the greatest world building in a series of all time? Something that you can speculate on. And it's not just like, what's the One Piece? It's, What's the Revolutionary Army doing? What's the secrets behind the Gorosei? What's going on with the moon and Nanel? What's going on with Skypia? How did that shit happen? What's the mystery behind the Will of D? What the fuck was Don Chin Zhao talking about when he was like, the conquering Hockey will fight each other, and the one who was like the Highlander of conquering King Hockey and shit will lead the fucking pirates. There's so many different things you could talk about with One Piece. It's not just like, oh, who's the strongest? What's the mystery behind the power? No, none of that shit is what we were even fucking talking about in the fucking stream. And you can sit there and complain and use bullshit arguments just because you don't even want to talk about that shit. If you don't want to talk about it, then leave, motherfucker. I mean, we barely even talked about it for fucking 15 minutes. And you sit there and cry about that shit. Then we had a fucking argument. It's like, come on, man. Don't be a little bitch. Anyways, guys, I'm done with streams. I'm only streaming on my channel, Zol Fanboy's channel. Anyone, King of Lightning, shit like that. Those are the only people I'm going to be on. There's certain people that I'm not going to stream with anymore. Anyways, guys, it's Smoke Raider. Bishop Blunts Anime. One Piece. You can say I'm a fanboy of that shit. Whatever. I don't care. I'm a fan of it. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. People are going to cry about it. Oh, that's all you read is One Piece. No, I read other things. I just really like to talk about One Piece. And when people fucking bitch about it and shit like that, that really gets me upset. You know, like, this is one of the greatest series that we've actually had an opportunity to fucking start watching and to see what's going to happen with the mystery of all the world. How everybody's going to come together at the end of this shit. Even Oda himself said, and this is one thing I really, really am excited about, is Oda actually plans out his shit. If you watch these other series like that, you could tell that the writers didn't plan out their shit very well. The only series that really ended well I could see is fucking Code Geass. I've never seen a really good shonen manga end the way I think One Piece is going to end, where a writer actually has everything planned out, and he has different things that foreshadow to other things. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just fuck it. Peace.